They make me blind and stand up for whole days. Then they make me naked. They torture me. They give me brain electric shocks. Diagnosis? A perforated eardrum, inflammation of the external and middle ear, and addiction to a myriad of drugs. These are only glimpses into the account of Muhammad Iqbal, a former detainee of the United States, as told in an interview with writers of the New York Times. Much of this happened in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, a US naval base that is used for the detention of alleged terrorists in the war on terror. What did Iqbal do to deserve this? Nothing. In fact, he was never even charged with a crime. He went on to say, "It is easy for the United States to say that no charges were found, but who's responsible for the 7 years of my life?" President Obama has recently ordered that this facility be shut down within 1 year. However, more action must be taken. The US must stop detention without charge for 3 reasons. First, it is inhumane. Second, it is ineffective. And third, unjust. The Founding Fathers penned the following words: "All men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." I imagine something like this. However, in today's society, we don't see this kind of peace and cooperation. And instead, we see this and this. Detention without charge is inhumane. These people are kept in what are described as little cages by one of the prisoners in an interview with Tim Golden. Many protest this detention through hunger strikes, but are forced to eat through feeding tubes. Now, the full details of their treatment are not known, but what we do know are inhumane. Former Attorney General Alberto Gonzales said that the US will treat those in our custody in accordance with all US obligations, including the US Constitution. While this is said in Washington, detention without charge is a blatant violation of the 4th Amendment and of the 6th Amendment by not giving these people trials, and the 8th Amendment by using cruel and unusual punishment. Second, detention without charge is ineffective. While the TV series 24 depicts that CIA interrogations are quite effective and helpful, we know through Pamela Hess of the Associated Press that many of these people have been trained to resist these interrogations. And in fact, they will say whatever they think the interrogators want to hear in order to stop the torture that goes along with these. Not only is it ineffective, but it perpetuates terrorism. Phil Hirschkorn of CBS News states that 8% of the detainees held in Guantanamo Bay were alleged Al-Qaeda fighters. What about the other 92%? We don't know. Obviously, they're not the people that we want there. And Anna Mulrine of the US News states that following detention, 11% of the people held have gone on to be involved with terrorist action. So a jump from 8% to 11% is increasing the terrorism in our world. Hirschkorn goes on to say that 55% of people held have never even committed a hostile act. This goes to show that it is not only ineffective, but it is, in fact, unjust, as we are holding innocent people against their will. Many of these people are never given access to lawyers. According to CNN, many of them are never even charged with a crime. Some people say, these people don't need to be charged with a crime. They're not United States citizens. They're not entitled to that right. However, it is a basic human right to know why you are being held against your will and tortured. Still, other people say, they're prisoners of war. We don't need to charge them with a crime. But former President Bush stated that these people do not qualify for prisoner of war status. So what do they qualify for? The warden of Guantanamo Bay, Colonel Baumgartner, recounted in an interview with Tim Golden that after speaking with one of the more influential detainees in the camp, he states, "It was part of his charisma that drawing me in, he became a person. These are not animals, they are people. And people are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. Golden had the opportunity to interview many former detainees of Guantanamo Bay and received the following.
The American people have not put pressure on their government to take these men to court. Your government is a government of the people. It is not an empire. The prisoners are not asking for anything except their human rights and what is called for by the laws of America, the laws that America has for prisoners in its own Constitution. The American people have not put pressure on their government to take these men to court. Your government is a government of the people. It is not an empire. The prisoners are not asking for anything except their human rights and what is called for by the laws of America, the laws that America has for prisoners in its own Constitution.
These people are not asking for everything, but their basic human rights. Let us not deny them of that. As we shut the door on Guantanamo Bay, let us also shut the door on detention without charge. Let us put into practice and exemplify what the Founding Fathers penned, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thank you.